Alicia. This is Quilty Bird PC, and today we are going to be going over some haul. But before I say that, I will tell you that this video is going to be followed up with a video showing my ever so large, in my mind is large, sewing space. And it's gonna be real deal talk. It's gonna be whatever's on the table, it's gonna be on the table. Whatever's on the floor, it's gonna be on the floor. Whatever's slapped around the wall, it's gonna be slapped around the wall. This is real deal sewing space tour. That's gonna be out of here. And just know that it's so remarkably big that it may not take us 5 whole minutes to go through this room. But anyway, I'm gonna go through that, where my storage is for my fabric stash, how I keep my kits, where it is that I have them, and just show you guys around the room after I post this video. That will come shortly after. But let's get into the haul so this video here doesn't end up being like forever. We will start with things I got from that quarter shop. That's where this came from. Anyway. Purchase number 1 is going to be, I got 2 patterns. One is called Radiant Waves, and it is by Zen Chic, Brigitte Heitland, and it is this pattern. I love it. The size is 61 by 61. It takes 1/8 of a yard. For the quilt top, you need 1/8 of a yard of spotted in mango, 7/8 in dusk, which is that gray, 3/4 yards of spotted in the sky blue. I think you can kind of see what that would be. Then there is, that's actually going to include the binding in the 3/4 yards. Then you need several other 1/8 yards and 3 1/8 yards for the background. But it makes that. See if there's some. Oh, it's paper pieced. I'm trying to see which piece is paper pieced. Okay, so this side, there's some triangles in there. Can you see that? Like right there. That triangle piece is right there. That's what's paper pieced, like that. So those little pieces are paper pieced, but the rest of it is like half rectangles that you put together. I'm trying to see, putting the quilt, the whole quilt together, what that looks like. Where's that page? Well, blocks, template, half rectangle instructions, funners. Oh, they call that borders. They call the top and the bottom borders? Yeah. So they call this top a border and this bottom a border. So you're cutting it at one piece across. So the real work is in here. Interesting. The second one is also by Zen Chic. It is called Bright Diamonds, and it is this pattern. It is 72 by 73. It calls for 3 charm packs, 9 different gray prints at 1/4 yard each, and 2.5 of the background fabric, 2.5 yards of that, and 1/2 yard of binding. And let me take a look at this one. Oh, that's cute. This one's not as much. There's not as much to this one. So you're making some wonky with a wonky diagonal cut. Yeah, you're making some odd cuts to this. Does it not tell you where to cut? How do you wonky diagonal? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm quiet. I'm trying to read it. I will have to play with that because I'm not quite sure what the wonky diagonal part is. But yeah, it ends up looking like that, which I love. I think that's pretty too. So there's that one. That's going to be interesting figuring out these patterns because they're written differently than any I've ever followed. This here's, come on, I'll get it together. Oh, next purchase is Homage by Fran Gullick of Cotton and Joy for Riley Blake, and it is a layer cake. Let me take that out because it's kind of glary. Where are you opening? Here it is. Let me get that out. Ooh, I'm sorry for the noise. I'm sorry for the noise. Okay, here we go. There we go. It is these colors. And if I turn it around, you can get a good... Oh, Lord, it's falling off. Hold on. It's coming apart. It's coming apart. I should have left you in the plastic. You get a good idea of what the coloring is. I love it. Love, love, love. Let me see if I can find the print with the cups, because there's a print with little cups in it. That's my fave. Little print. There it is. Look at that. Isn't that cute? Tossed cups. I love it. So I got that. These three, and I also got a mini charm of Basic Grace Posh, but it's over on the side table over here. And so that is what I got from Backwater Shop. Not yesterday, because today's Saturday, May the 2nd, not May the 1st, but the previous Friday. I looked for Friday deals from Fabric Outlet, Keepsake Quilting, and Shiplap. From Shiplap. Is it Shiplap Quilting or Shiplap Fabrics? Shiplap. Shiplap. And that particular Friday, they had a sale on Lori Holt's Gentler Times. 3 yards of her wide back in coral, and it's this wide back here. I love it. I think it is so pretty, and I think I paid maybe $32 for this wide back. And so I got that from Shiplap. This came from Shiplap a couple of weeks ago. So I got that a couple weeks ago. Oh, wait. What did I just do? And then I just got from the same Friday. This came, and I'm opening it for the first time. It is, because it just got here, it is Fabric Outlet has a Friday deal, and their Friday deal that particular week was, come on out of here now. Oh, Lord. Come on out. I got a yard of this Dewdrops fabric from Andover. I think I already have this in a fat quarter. But it's this lavender. I thought it was going to be gray. On the thing, it looked gray, but it's actually a lavender color. Can you really see that? It looks kind of gray, but it is lavender. It's like a lavender purple and like a basket weave. And I bought a yard of that. I think it may have cost $6.99. And then I bought this Sunprint Whispers 10-inch square from, I think it's Allison Glass, and it was $24.95. They call them 10-inch sundaes. Instead of a layer cake, they call them sundaes. And it is this beautifulness here. And I'm going to try to show you what the fabrics look like. It's all low volume Allison Glass fabric. Here we go. Here's another one. I was at Hobby Lobby. Oh, I have something to tell y'all about that too. I was at Hobby Lobby and, okay, here's one. They had one of those turners, those, what are those things called? One of these with a little end on it that you can use to flip fabric and stuff. And I didn't get it. And now I'm regretting that I didn't get it. There's that one. I think there's one right behind it. This one. Now we're going into another colorway. Not sure if we're gonna, ooh, look, twigs. That one. That looks like a map. Was it typography map? I mean, what do they call that? Topography map. Greens, more twigs. Trying to find us one that we haven't seen yet. More letters, but it's all low volume. Now we're into the aqua and teals. My hand's starting to get tired holding this. Let's see. That's the topography right here. And then more music symbols. Now we're in black and white. I think it's all going to be the same that we've seen before. Yep. Oh, then it's like a real tone on tone when you get back here. Look at that. It's barely can't see it. Okay. But I got that one. And I have been buying layer cakes like crazy. I really have been buying layer cakes like crazy. And so with that being said about the layer cakes like crazy, I also ordered patterns that would be layer cake friendly. And I bought these from Pickens. So let me tell y'all, Pickens is one of my favorite fabric designers. Very, very favorite. And then I like buying her patterns, and let me tell you why. Uh-oh, she put a little note in here. How cute. Okay, and let me tell you why I love buying her patterns. Now that I say that, is because Robin will take these patterns and put them in an envelope and stick a stamp on them. Now, how many times have you bought patterns from a company and end up paying, I mean, look at this little flimsy little bit of paper here, right? And end up paying $5, $4.95, $6.95 for them to ship you a pattern. That is ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous. But she would take these, put them in a little 5x7 envelope, and stick a stamp on them. I was like, good looking out, girlfriend. Because let's be real. We pay enough for everything we buy. Who wants to give somebody $5 and $6 just to ship something in an envelope? It's ridiculous. It is utterly ridiculous. But I digress. I went off on a rant. I apologize to y'all for that. But the first one that I purchased is here. It is called Crosswalk Plus. She has a Facebook group, and the Facebook group does 2 focus quilts a month. and they tell you which ones that they're going to be making as like sew-alongs this month. And this is one of the sew-along quilts for this month. And it uses 1 layer cake, and then it needs for background A, for the center plus marks, it uses 1 2/3 yards, and background B, which is the border and stars, it uses 1.5 yards, and then it needs 2/3 yards for binding. There's that one. I always try to look through here. Oh yeah, this is This is really easy. Please do not heavily starch fabric resulting in shrinkage. You need the full 5 inches if you're using a dessert roll, because you can use a dessert roll for this, or 10-inch sizes to cut from. So you can't heavily starch, but you can miss starch, so it doesn't really cause shrinkage. Then I bought, this one is called Tightrope, and it's designed for a jelly roll or a layer cake for a mix of fabric variety. It also uses, if you're making the size that I'm gonna make, which is 66 by 68, it also uses 5/8 yards for the plus symbols, 3.5 yards for the background, and 5/8 yard for the binding. And then this looks like it's way more simpler than that one. And it is. Ooh, that's the background. That's a lot of cutting. How about that's a lot of cutting. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of cutting for that background. But we're gonna make it work. Ooh, good God. We weren't even through. Oh, it's this side. Okay, so the one I'm making is on this side. I was like, yeah, I don't know about that. Okay, I can work with this. I can work with that. Okay, I can work with that. I was like, what? Anyway, this is it. Last but not least is Amelia. And I will be making, if I make this, I will be making the large quilt. And for the large quilt, it requires 1 layer cake, 2.25 yards for background, which is the center of the half, the center of the half square triangles, which is, what? Wait, oh, I see, what? Sashing border, 1 inch, 1.5 yards, border. Wait, let me start over. There is 1 layer cake, which is the print fabrics for the blocks. Background for center half square triangle is 2.25 yards. Sashing border for triangles is 1.5 yards. The actual border is 2 yards, and the binding is 3/4 yards. Oh, got it. The background is the black that is in here. Let me go back this way. Black that is in the corner squares, the cornerstones, and the black that's in these half square triangles, right, I can't see, right there. That's what that meant. I had to look at it for a minute because I was lost, but it's that. Let's see. That's not too bad. This is not too bad in the cutting. Not too bad. Does it tell you how to cut the layer cake? Yeah, you're going to use the layer cake for the half square triangles. This is going to be interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, it tells you how to cut the layer cake. You're actually, oh, you're just cutting the layer cake in half. Super duper cool. Oh, wow, this is neat. This is really neat. But anyway, that's Amelia. That's my last layer cake. And these are my last 3 patterns that I bought. My last layer cake pattern that I purchased. I downloaded a few layer cake patterns as well, but I have not printed them. When I print them, I will show them in another video. So one of the other things that I received is I signed up for a new block of the month. Y'all know me. I'm Kit and block of the month heavy. But I have decided that I'm not going to sign up for another one past what I have signed up for at least a year, because I'm stuck in a few for a while. This one is making a quilt by Connecting Threads called Delphine. And I think it's lovely. It's more lovely because I love the fabric, to be perfectly honest. The fabric is prettier than the quilt is. So this is, it's a blender. It's called Mirage. This is not a line blender. This is one of their blenders that they have all year long. Anytime you want it, you can get it. This is one of the fabrics in the line. And this one is called Enchanted Meadows in Parchment. And there are 2 more for this month. And they are called Woven Maze, and this one is an antique pink. This is with the line. And Woven Meadows, and this one is in light moss. And the line of fabric is called Belle Nouveau. Those are the 3 fabrics that we got for this month. And the block that I will be making is this one. I will be making this block. I'm trying to see it together, which they don't have it together. That's very small. No, they don't. But that's the block that I'll be making, and I will be making, I think it's six of those. 6 of these. And again, the quilt is Delphine. It's a 10-month block of the month. And the pricing that you see for it, if they still have it on their website, I do not know. I did not check. But the pricing includes the shipping. So it's not that plus shipping. It's whatever the price is with the shipping included. These are the prettiest of the fabrics in the line. These are nice, and the colors are just what you see. They are pink, and here's what it looks like in the fabrics and the thing. Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? There you go. These are what the fabrics look like, and they all have that coloring. But this little, I can't show it to you that way. Let me show it to you on here. This fabric right there, right here. Oh my, those look like little bird houses, but they're not. They are, I can't get too close because it's not enough light for me to get really, really close to the camera. But they are, oh, that fabric right there, divine. It's so pretty. It's very French looking. It's beautiful. It is lovely. And so is, I can't get too close to that either because they don't have it on here. Wait till I get it and I'll show it. This one that's in here. Oh, that fabric is beautiful. It is gorgeous. And that's what made me fall in love with the quilt, was I love the fabric line. And I didn't get it. I haven't gotten it because I don't want the fabric line. I just want those 2 those 2 prints, and they are always out of them. Always out of them when I try to go get them one at a time. Lastly, what I received is same Friday that I bought the other 2 things from Fabric Outlet and what's the name of that place? Shiplap. I bought these mystery Wyndham bundles, half-yard bundles from Keepsake. They were less than $20 and you got 6 bundles for them. And they were color coordinated. They're called Color Me bundles. And they are they're mixed lines. So they're not one line, they're mixed, but they're all Wyndham lines. The first one is Heather Ross's Lucky Rabbit. Isn't it cute? It's a little bunny and he's like reading books and writing and in his little blanket tent and little fort. It's just simply adorable. Look how cute. That was the first one I received. And so it set the stage for, oh my, what is the rest of this going to look like? Piece number 2. Let's see if I got a name on this one. A couple of them don't. This is Clueless. It's a Wyndham fabric. It's called Clueless. And I think the designer's name is Angela Pingle. It's written in like a handwriting and I can't really tell. But they look like jacks. Remember playing jacks when you were little? They look like jacks. So there's that one. That is number 2. Wait, I got that wrong. Hold on. I didn't fold that right. I did not fold that correctly. Okay. Okay. Print number 3 is called... I love them. It is called Ebb and Flow. And I did not know this was even part of that line, but look at this beautifulness. Ooh. It's lovely. It is absolutely the prettiest blue. It's called Ebb and Flow, which I have another piece of Ebb and Flow, which makes me so happy because when I really found out about this line of fabric, it was gone. I couldn't find it nowhere. And I was absolutely bummed out about it. And now I have 2 pieces. This is Ebb and Flow. Look at that loveliness. That mosaic with that gold in there. That is so pretty. So pretty. And I wanted all of it. And I mean, when I got ready to get it, it was gone. I couldn't find it anywhere. And apparently, Wyndham had some left because they put these packages together. And I'm so grateful to him for it. Next, with this same package is Marsha Darcy's. It's called Line. That's all it's called. And it is this. I like it. And I'm not really a fan of Marsha Darcy's fabric. It'd be a little bit much for me. She has a new fabric line called Plaid, and I like it. But I do. Usually it's a little too artsy. I don't really know what to do with it. That's generally what her fabric lines are for me. And last but not least, it's called Yippee Yee. Wait a minute. Wait. I'm going to say this right. Yippee Yee Yo Kiye. Yippee Yee Yo Kaye. And then it has some horseshoes. I'm going to show it to you. Here it is. Yippee Yee Yo Kaye. And then here's the fabric, which is super cute. Okay, that's that bundle. That bundle was of blues, and it's called a Color Me bundle, which is a half-yard bundle. At the time that I got it, it was less than 20. It might have been $18.99, so we're talking 3 yards each, $3 each half yard, roughly. And then I got one that's kind of a brown, because I bought 2. This one is Traveler by Jean Horton, and it is a Wyndham fabric. They're all Wyndham fabrics. It is this brown, tannish brown color here. Uh-oh, come on, let's put you back together. because I don't really know what I'm going to do with these colors, but we're going to put them in our stash. There's another line by Marsha Darcy. There's Botanica, which is, this is another of my favorite Wyndham designers. There's two that I truly like. Now, the first one is going to be Anna Maria, because Wyndham, no, is it Wyndham? No, Anna Maria is Northcott. The first one is going to be Sally Kelly. Who is this? Who this is? This is Sally Kelly. Botanica is Sally Kelly. And her, and oh my gosh, I can't remember what the other lady's name is. There's another lady who makes very pretty, colorful fabric as well. And I can't remember what her name is. But anyway, Botanica is one of my favorites. This one is Traveler, again. Another Traveler in these browns and tans. This one I think is Traveler too. This one is a new, and it doesn't have a person's name on it, but this is lovely. It's got little bugs. Where's the little bug? I just seen him. Maybe he's just on this side. Nope, there he is. It's got a little bug. You see him? Is that a grasshopper? I didn't even see that. And a hummingbird. Man, I didn't look at this reel at all. There's a hummingbird, a grasshopper, and that's not even a little bug that I saw. Where is he? There he is. He's right there. I don't know what he is. But there's a bug. There's a moth. Let's see. There's a grasshopper, a hummingbird. This is just cute. Just cute. I like it. And the last one is Traveler. It's another tan from the Traveler line. I bought two hoping they would give me two different colorways, and they did. I'm tempted to buy another one if they have some more, even if it costs a little bit more. I'm tempted to buy another one. I'm just really scared that since I didn't buy them all at the same time, I'll end up getting the same thing that I already got. But I'm tempted to buy another one because this is cute. This is cute. That concludes my purchases that came in the last 2 or 3 days. Oh, I told y'all I want to tell y'all something about Hobby Lobby. So Hobby Lobby now has a Supreme thread. I don't know if some of you may have already tried it. I had not, because I didn't know they had it. It costs, and get this, it is a 50 weight American Pima cotton thread. It is extremely thin. I'm going to show you because I'm going to cut a piece off of here. I wish I had another one too. I do. No, I don't. I wish I had another thread sitting here so that I can compare the weights of them together. But I do not have another one. But I do have this one. It is super duper small. Super thin. Oh, I wish I had another one to compare to. I do. I have an Aurifil. So I can't say it's Aurifil thin. Oh, actually I can. I thought I had a different one because this is Aurifil, and I thought I had another one up here, but I guess I don't. So we're going to hold them together. This is Aurifil right here that I have my finger on. This on this side is the one from Hobby Lobby. So let me hold them separate. Top Aurifil, bottom Hobby Lobby. Top anywhere from $12, if you got it on sale, from $12, $13 to $17, depending on where you bought it. That's Aurifil, the lighter color. The darker color at the bottom, that is Hobby Lobby, 100%, 50 weight, 100% America Pima cotton $4.99. On this roll of fabric is just the same. It's the same size. You get 1,300 meters. I don't know. It may not be that big. It's the same size as you get from the cotton. What is this? You got 1,200 yards for $5. 50 weight, 100% Pima, American Pima cotton by Sewology, Hobby Lobby, $4.99. I'm going to show you one more time. What's on the top is the Aurifil. What's on the bottom is the thread from Hobby Lobby. Anywhere from $12, $13 to $17 on the top. $4.99, $5 at Hobby Lobby on the bottom. That is the regular price, not the on sale price. This thread has turned out to be so great. When I tell you, it has very little lint, very little lint. It has turned out to be great. Now, I will say in my Hobby Lobby, it is not in that big thread case where they have all those different threads on the end caps and stuff. It's not in that. It is hanging up on the racks where you get the Sewology like notions. Over there where you can get the zipper pulls and the and all that kind of stuff. It is over in that area, and it is hanging up in that area of the Hobby Lobby, but it has turned out awesomely. You can barely tell if there's any difference in the size. You really can't tell it by just looking at it. You really can't tell it by sewing with it because it has very little lint. It just, it's awesome. So if I was you guys, I would run to my Hobby Lobby. And for $5, you can try it and not like it. You ain't lost anything. But think about what you pay if you don't like that. And I know my machine doesn't like Aurifil thread. It despises it. It kicks it. It keeps spitting it at me repeatedly every time I use it. It does not like it. And I have about, I know, six spools of it up here that I'm definitely gonna use. We just gonna have to fight about it in this machine. But it doesn't like it. And the difference in price is amazing. So run to your Hobby Lobby, get some, try it, tell me what you think. I really need a response from you guys on one more thing, and then I'll let you go because this is getting to be a long video, I know. I have these from where I made that baby quilt that I gave to my cousin a couple weeks ago, about a week or so ago anyway. I have all these little bows left because her quilt was starting to not look like baby, look more like a whole real child. It was just so big that I had to cut back on what I was putting in it and just pull these out and not put them in there. So I don't know what to do with these little bows. I need somebody to tell me a good idea about what I can do with them because I hate to throw them away because they're just entirely too cute. So if somebody would tell me, give them an idea on what I can do with these little bows, I would appreciate it. And I have taken up enough of you guys' time. Be looking out for that video, but for the tour of my sewing space, which hopefully will not take as long as this video did, because I know you guys have things to do with your Saturday afternoon. Again, thank you so much for being here with me. I appreciate all of you, everybody that watches, everybody that comments. I appreciate it. I love, love, love reading them. And I thank you for dropping by. Until the next time, have a blessed day, you guys. Bye.